There's a dude right over here. That's crazy. He's right at 120 something. That's crazy.
Oh, I got him!
Yes!
Yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, bro.
I see him.
I left a little sliver at the top. Nine deaths.
Those corners in the map don't have like.
Oh, baby!
Just finished the one.
All right, one on the roof still. Yeah!
I didn't even know we were down to just us and them.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul. All right, end of the song. Anyways, hey, where are you guys going? There we go, baby. Night, night. Oh my gosh.
Randy just cut that corner. Oh my god, shit. Oh my god, sorry, Domi. I am so sorry, everyone. You're fine. I saved it.
Let's go! Yes! So Drew and the guy in front of him both have penalties. I'm gonna push Boots the best I can. Let's go! Let's go! My wedding day, the birth of my son, an American finishing first at Le Mans. Yeah! Yes! Woo! Dallas, get the party room started. Woo! That's right, Snosberry. Defending American soil with American muscle. Hell yeah! Woo! Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, that was going to annoy me. It is whatever day of the week it is. Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday, right, chat? Tuesday, June 24th, 2025. And it is 7:08 p.m. here at the state-of-the-art DW Studios. We have to make one change real quick. Hold on. There we go. Just had to move the monitor a little bit closer. What is going on? Tex over on Twitch with the hydrate. So let's get that hydrate knocked out. What is going on, Teeter over on Twitch and on YouTube? What is going on, Danger, you maniac? All right, we're gonna do some missions and some maybe some of our master licenses tonight. We'll see. I haven't touched the master licensing at all. We have a bunch of missions left to do. But before we do that, we're going to look at our devotion of the day. Of course, we are still going through 101 devotions for men, and we are on devotion number 38. So this one is on taking risk. Now, before I read it, you know, taking risk is not the same as taking like foolish chances, right? There's a difference between taking a risk and doing something stupid. And the easiest way to know which is which, of course, is not just wisdom, not just experience, but talking with God, asking God, is this a risk I should be taking? Is this a chance I should be taking? Or is this something stupid? So let's get into our devotion, and we have 3 Bible verses associated with it. So, taking risks. The Bible tells us that the Christian life is risky. Spiritual growth and success can only occur with some level of risk. Now, I'm going to stop right there. Not just spiritual growth and spiritual success, but the same can be applied to growth and success in life, in just about anything, right? You have to have some level of risk, some level of calculated risk to get there. And sometimes you can't even calculate it. You're taking a risk with no information, right? Taking foolish chances is not the same as taking a risk. It's either stupidity or it's being totally unrealistic about your goals. So a foolish chance, let's say, for example, I have a goal of I want to stream to 1 million people at once. That's probably an unrealistic goal, right? But if I have a goal that I want to, you know, let's take it within Gran Turismo. I want to get to a certain percentage within the Delta, right? That's a little bit more reasonable, right? Right now, I think I'm about 2.5% from that Delta is about my average. Let's say I want to get to 2%. Probably more reasonable. Doesn't mean I can achieve it, but it's more reasonable than saying I want to stream to 1 million people at once, right? But here's a real key thing. Taking a risk entails having a worthy goal, a good chance of achieving it, and a strong dose of confidence. So again, you know, going back to the comparison of shaving 0.5% percentage off my Delta versus streaming to 1 million people, right? You know, good chance of achieving it. And of course, in any chance you take or any risk you take, you have to be confident in yourself, right? But how do you get that confidence? From your relationship with God. Risk taking is necessary if you want to grow in your relationship with God. When he calls you to do something that is out of your comfort zone, which is very often, he doesn't like us to be in our comfort zone. Obey him despite the risk of failing, and trust him to help you succeed. Though it may seem like a moment of risk, it will actually be an incredible moment of growth. And here are 3 Bible verses. The first is Proverbs 22, verse 3. A prudent person foresees danger and takes precautions. The simpleton goes blindly on and suffers the consequences. Again, taking calculated risks versus taking risky chances. Second verse is Psalm 91, verse 5. Do not be afraid of the terrors of the night, nor the arrow that flies in the day. And this is, of course, this is David's letter saying, don't be afraid of these things that you cannot see and can see, because God is with you. And finally, Psalm 37:5. Commit everything you do to the Lord. Trust him, and he will help you. So again, as men, we want to and we need to take risks for a lot of different reasons. Are the risks you taking, are they for a worthy goal or an unworthy goal? All right. All right, the first, I'm gonna turn my camera off real quick. The first mission we're going to do is a 30-minute race at the high-speed ring in a GR3 car. So just anybody in chat, just start blurting out which GR3 car you would like to see me attempt this on. Of course, the cars are in front of you. This isn't all of them, but which manufacturer of GR3 cars would you like to see me struggle with here at the high speed ring? What's up, Dallas? All right, Teeter says Ford. There, of course, are 3 Fords that I could pick from. 4 Fords I could pick from. Danger says Genesis. Okay. So the 2 cars that are suggested so far are right next to each other. We'll give it another minute, see if anybody else chimes in, and if not, we're going to let Siri decide which one to do. Don't know if you'll be able to hear Siri or not, but we'll do heads, Ford, tails, Genesis. Hey Siri, flip a coin.
It's tails.
All right, tails. So it's the Genesis that we're gonna run. All right. Dallas, if this does not work, I'm blaming you. And then we're going over to the Ford. What's going on, Hutch? We might do both just for giggles. All right, so this is a 30-minute race. Oh, I'm sorry, Dewsdoll. You're in trouble if this doesn't turn out well. What were you trying to plug back in? All right, we're gonna start on the mediums. All right, let's see what we can do. I have no confidence in this. Oh, the Wave XLR. So for future reference, I would unplug that from the back of the Wave XLR and not from the PC. Ooh, I don't like that feel of that car at all. You were doing both? Okay. I do not like the feel of this car at all. We might be taking Dangerous mod status away on Twitch or on YouTube. We got rain moving in. At this moment, he knew that he screwed up. You're an IT professional. Yes, you are, Dewsdoll. I do not like this car at all. Oh! Oops. Whoopsie. You didn't see that, chat. We didn't see nothing. Dallas, this car is garbage. This car, holy crap, I do not like the Genesis. I never have, though. I don't know what you're talking about, Hutch. I didn't see nothing. Well, I appreciate the sub on the YouTube, Teeter. We're gonna have to switch to intermediates. I don't even know if we're gonna live that long. The problem with the rain is this tunnel. We'll fuel up. What's going on, MJ? We're just starting a 30-minute race for one of our missions. How are you doing, my friend? May have pit one lap too early. Man, tire wear's nuts. All right, take care, Hutch. I appreciate you stopping by. Some folks are staying out. We're gonna have a slight break in the rain and then it's gonna pick back up, but we know the track's still gonna be wet. Got my turns mixed up. I thought it was, for some reason, I thought it was this turn coming up. Yeah, it kind of hurt being stuck on the outside there. That's not good. Yeah, this car is not doing me any favors in the wet. Got some heavier rain coming in. I'm gonna try the wets, but that did not go good at all. I'm definitely gonna get passed by the leaders. Oh, that's right, I'm on wets. Excuse me. Inside. Come on. Yeah, I think I took the, yeah, good job you brought your umbrella. I took the intermediates way too soon. I should have stuck out for one more lap. Going on, Flawed? Welcome in, Raiders. You caught us in the rain at High Speed Ring, working on some missions I never did. Thank you very much for the raid, Flawed. You know what? I can actually oh, hold on. Now I'm on my own channel, so since I'm on my own channel, let's just give you a shout out from right here. I was lurking. There we go. No, that's not right. It would help if you... It's Flawed Genius Gaming, isn't it? There you go. Now, see, now he said something, and it's a lot easier for me. There we go. And MJ, thank you for giving him the shout-out. You got a double shout-out. I don't need to be watching myself on my phone now. Was watching Flawed. Let's find somebody else to watch on my phone. Is there anybody else I want to watch on my phone? Yeah. Thank you for the raid. Yeah. I was trying to do too much. There we go. Why did you do it upside down? Whatever. Anyways, yeah, so we're doing some old missions that I just never did. Having to deal with the rain at High Speed Ring. Oh, I got a Corvette right on my backside. Dallas picked the Genesis, which I am not good with. I'm so good I have to look at myself twice. Is that what you're saying, Flawed? Who am I to argue with you? We're gonna have to go all the way to the end of this tank. Which is fine. I do not know this car enough to race it in the rain. Case in point, I almost spun out again. Nice. It is a little weird to drive. NERB's not one of my best tracks, but I've gotten a little bit better at throwing that little Suzuki around at that time trial. But congrats on the 828, nice. Yeah, I'm like mid 829 or something like that. I'm not great. But it is a fun little car. I was really surprised with how fun that time trial is. I'm gonna get stuck down here on the... I'm gonna get pinned down here. Nope. Yeah, there's only, I think there's only a one spot I use a fifth. No, sorry, there's a couple spots I use fifth. There's only one spot I use sixth, I believe. which is the big long straight. But yeah, I don't use, I might use third for a little engine braking, but yeah, I'm always using fourth coming out of the burns and stuff. And I think I short shift around 6,000-ish RPM. Yeah, that car, so a lot of cars I'll go by engine harmonics. And of course I'll confirm with the power curve, right? That car I can't pick up the harmonics correctly on it for when to shift it. This is a Ferrari strategy anyways. Well, we were climbing the field. Yeah, MJ tends to do that a little bit. I'm joking, MJ. MJ's like, I'll just shut up. No, MJ agrees with me. I got lucky there. Dang it. All right, we're going to start this race over. I'm blaming Dallas for all of this. Dallas, it is your fault. You know why it's your fault? Because you told me to pick this stupid car. I can't come back from 3 spins. 2 maybe, 3 definitely not. It may also help to maybe, you know, use some traction control in the rain. That might help. Like I say, average gamer, below average streamer, but #1 in your hearts. Yeah. And then I ruined it all, right? I was excited too, Danger, because we were making up after that one spin. Plus you're sorry. MJ, you have yourself a great night. Sleep well. I will talk to you soon, my friend. Question is, can I make it one more lap? It's gonna be dicey. We'll turn on just a little bit of traction control. A bomb. I think we might be able to go one more lap on these tires. We're getting close to that line. Yeah, we should probably pit. I think we're a little too close to that line. They all came out on intermediates. All right, Flawed, I appreciate it. I appreciate the lurk, and I appreciate you, the raid, and I appreciate you. Yeah, we're gonna try to get that gold. We've got a lot of gold medals we haven't gotten yet in this game. That was a bit adventurous. All right, we're 2.5 behind the car in front. Ooh, going wide, going wide. Hold on, baby. Just because I like my women with wide curves doesn't mean I like my car to take wide curves. Wait, what? The question is, do I really think I can get away with intermediates when we get to 2 bars? Probably not. Definitely not gaining on the leaders. But we got that heavy rain coming in now. We're still way behind. We're about 39 seconds behind the leaders, but we are catching them slowly. Now we're losing speed on them. We're definitely in the wet range now. That last turn's extremely treacherous at this point. We've gained a few seconds on the leaders now. All right, we have to pit next time by. But I believe the leader does as well. And I think now is where we're going to get wet tires, and I think we're close enough to needing them for the most part. We're probably a little aggressive on the traction control, but... What's going on, Blitz? How are you doing, my man? Do I have a moderator on Twitch that can give Blitz a shout out, please? How's life been treating you? All right, we're definitely gonna pit this time by. We have to for fuel. We're gonna slap the wets on, I think. We're working on some of the single player missions. I never completed all of them. So this is the 30-minute endurance race at the high-speed ring. We got 7 laps done there. That's good. All right, I know I've got a moderator over up there. Is Dallas. Thank you, Dallas. You're a gentleman and a scholar. I don't care what Blitz says about you. Yeah, me too. But you never know. Like, remember when they added the extra music rallies? And it was funny because I forgot who it was that just said something a couple days before about they really need to add more music rallies. I like those, but they just, you know, I think it was Kireth who just basically, you know, the next update or the update after that, oh, here's more music rallies. Yeah, that'd be cool too. Some more tracks. And I know a big part of the community, let me rephrase that. I know a part of the community would prefer more race cars. I just don't know how many people play. I don't know if enough people would clamor for that. I've liked some of the cars they've added in the updates, like the Corvettes and the Chevelles and the Ferraris and stuff like that. And yeah, they do add silly things like the Carry, you know, the Suzuki Carry and stuff, but they do a little bit feel repetitive, the weekly challenges. I still like them. I usually do those in VR. We've done a few episodes or a few streams where chat picks my car for those. And so that has made it a little interesting because we try not to pick anything too OP. And we're probably gonna come back to that after I come back from vacation. So probably the stream on the 11th, we'll come back to that on that Friday night. What do you mean by for the perp? I'm not paying attention. I just missed a shift point. Oh, perfect regulation point for each race, yeah. We don't normally go that deep. Ooh, she wanted to jump out. Nice. I think my highest is like 332 in the vet. This rain is not stopping anytime soon. Little bit of poop might have come out. I don't know, maybe. I'm not checking. Got to break 400. Lags your audio back. That's funny. Yeah, I think I got the vet to like 1800 horsepower or so, and have it tuned, have the transmission tuned a specific way. I could probably mess with it some more. I didn't even think about the fact that I could use nitrous as well. That's interesting. He just came out and he's back in now. It's coming back out on wets. I'm gonna have to go in for intermediates at some point. Unless the track dries really quickly. Which is possible, but I haven't seen it yet. The guy in 5th is coming in. I guess he's coming in for intermediates. You know what? Those things are... yeah. intermediates. You know what? If I hold off long enough, I might be able to put slicks back on this thing. Yeah, I might be able to put slicks back on this thing. We're gonna go one more lap. Now, coming out of that stall and slicks is going to be crazy. Let's see what they come out on. Mediums. All right, they're coming out on slicks. Intermediates. I think we've got I think we're dry enough to come out on mediums. Do we have enough time? We got, what, 3 laps? Do we consider softs? All right, we're gonna go softs. We're gonna go 4 laps of fuel. No, we'll go 5 laps of fuel. Dust on the off. Yeah, 5 laps. Easy coming out. Now, getting around some of these cars is going to be interesting. That line's starting to widen out, isn't it? We got 3 minutes left. I'll give you credit, Dallas. It's not over yet, but the Genesis did its duty. I'll give you credit, Dallas. You got lucky. Your stay of execution has arrived. The governor called at the last second, Dallas. If I screw it up now, it's my fault. Finally. All right, this will be the last lap. I will not cross the start-finish line in time to do one more. That's okay. Dallas, you got lucky, my friend. All right, 23 laps, not great, not bad. I think I could probably get the vent around here a little bit quicker, especially if it rains a lot. All right. We're not retrying that. All right, I'm gonna let this replay run. I have to go to use the restroom. I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, we're back. It is warm and nasty out there still. I'll turn the camera back on in a minute. I need to get some of the sweat off my brow. We've got a volunteer pumpkin plant out in the front yard. One of the pumpkins my wife left out there last October. Of course, you know, decomposed, but it was sitting right there at the base of an old tree that we didn't take the stump out of, so there are still nutrients from the stump and whatnot. And it's a place in the yard that gets high amounts of sunlight, plus the water from just that part of the yard. So we've got a really nice pumpkin plant growing. It's got one pumpkin on there for sure, and I think I see a couple more starting, but I mean, one of those pumpkins is about that big around already, about as big around as my head. So, all right, let's get some water in me. Get my headphones back on. Yeah, there's my headset, hanging up on the headset hook. All right, let's pick another mission. I think we have a mileage mission to do. Oh. All right, it worked. It wasn't pretty, but it worked. All right. This is pod racing, chat. This is gonna be I'm just sucking the fuel down now. is not good, chat. And we're going to struggle to get silver. This section's going to help us a lot, but this is not, yeah, this is not good, chat. We may just try to gun it next time around. Gun it down the downhillers. Yeah, we're not even getting close to silver. We can make it around the next 2 turns. We might get a bunch of extra distance. Might be enough to get us to silver, chat. Still going to be going downhill for a little bit. We're gonna hit silver most likely. We still got 1/5 of a tank left. Gonna be enough to get over this hump. Okay. right, it's not going to be enough for gold. We're going to be short on gold. But for our first run, that wasn't half bad. We're going to be just short for gold. Ah, we might hit gold. Come on, rock, rock, rock. We just got gold. Wait, I hit gold. You gave me silver. You stink. Cheaters. All right, let's try that again. All right. Yeah, it seemed like it's a little bit of BS to me, didn't it, to you, Dallas? This is not the magic sauce either. We were close the first time. That frustrates me. Yeah, gunning it down those hills is not going to be the answer either. I think second gear is the magic sauce. Cubbies are up 5-4 on the Cards. Bottom of the third. Wow. Scored a lot of runs early in that game. Yeah, this is kind of upset with the first attempt, because that first attempt I definitely got gold, and it kind of said nope, no soup for you, come back 1 year. All right, we're in pretty good shape this time around. Still going uphill, that's not good. I think we're doing okay fuel-wise, though, compared to the first run. Yeah, we got the 5.52 on. I believe. We got 20% fuel left. We're rolling about 50 miles an hour. We're going downhill. We kind of have to slow down. What's going on, Tusdom? I don't want to have to hit the brakes here. I think I'm going too fast. We'll see. We'll make it down to this stretch. We should not have to brake here either. Get over this hill. We're gonna come up just short again, aren't we? Nope. All right, we got it that time. They cannot screw me out of the gold that time. That's over the limit. All right, there we go. Tell me I need a 552, get a 552 the first time, and then tell me, nope, that's only a silver. This was riveting, chat. Riveting. $13 miles. Chat. What the heck, chat? Why did you do this to me, chat? Ow. I guess you're just going fast enough down the hills to make up for it on the uphills. I don't even know how. I don't get how 13 miles just blows my mind. I just don't get it. I mean, I'm glad I got gold to 13 miles. That is ridiculous. It's got to be about getting up to a good enough speed and just keeping momentum in a higher gear. That's the only thing I could think of. Yeah, I just can't fathom 13 miles. We're gonna be able to do this turn, or we're gonna wipe it. Nope, we're gonna eat it. Yeah, I don't know how they're getting 13 miles. I'm happy getting gold. That's just wild. This one's gonna be really hard for me to get anything beyond a bronze. I tried it a couple times and I struggled with it. I also did this in VR the first time, so all right, maybe not 5 traction control, maybe 3. Well, I mean, that's second. Better than not second. Unless it was first. We gotta find a way to get around this guy quicker. The guy in third. That's not it. That's not it. No bueno. Dang it. Well, we were close. Nah, it's a little too late on the brakes there. Dang it. I'd gotten around the first car when I wanted to, and then just screwed up that exit. Ooh. Hold on to it. Still a second off. Oh, Cardinals are now up 7-5. It's a little late on that. acceleration out of the first two turns. I was hoping he would wash out a little bit more. And I could have just gotten snuck in right past him on the right side, but hey, guess what? That's not bueno. That's no bueno. No bueno. I should have had him that time. All right, there we go. Get the gold. That is how close it was on a couple of these. Definitely think I can get down to the 13s. These are a handful. Need to avoid the curb there. This was definitely a dive bomb here. Just prayed that it held. And then I got really squirrely a couple times here. Right there, I got squirrely. Lucky I didn't get into him and lose the challenge. And then I got a little squirrely right here in this next turn right here. Replay's not going to pick it up. But I'll take it. I will take it. How far off? I'm going to say I'm 4 seconds off. 111. 111's top. Okay. That's fast. That's fast. Mm. $209. How far is he off of top? He's a few seconds off. Oh, it's one of these. I have no idea where the braking points are for this car here. All right, we're going to turn a little traction control on this thing. Holy cow. Eight to 5 now. Cubby's had a big lead too. Wow, this thing is sensitive. That electric engine. It's got a ton of torque. My goodness. I did not expect him to break that early. Holy crap. Man, this car's a handful, that's for sure. Definitely a handful. Okay. Have to brake a little bit sooner there. Man, he was squeezing. He was like, no, I'm gonna keep him scooting that way, get in front of you. I had one really good run, and then, oh, 8.5. Gotta at least get bronze on this thing just so I can complete this tree here, or this string. I need this and one more. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! I didn't get back on the track in time. What? Okay. I must not have been in a straight line. A little too deep, but that's okay. That was ugly. That was ugly as well. All right, I'll take it. It was ugly, chat. We didn't get it on the first try, but we got it pretty close to the first try, right, chat? Yeah, that thing's a little ugly. I'll take it. I will take it. All right, so we have one more left to gold all of this mission line. And it's a drift mission. Of course it is. I suck at drifting. I mean, y'all thought I was bad at racing. I'm worse at drifting. Like, if you look at most of my missions where I don't have golds, they're drifting or the cones. I am not good at drifting missions at all. I suck at drifting. And yeah, look at Tuzum, 27,000. Yeah, I'll be lucky to get 3,000. All right, chat. We'll be right back. I'm gonna get up and stretch. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Alrighty. There's gonna be a cluster, chat. We'll give it a few shots, but we suck at racing, but we really suck at drifting. I just suck at drifting. What? I don't understand it. That turn's gonna kill me. Hey, guess what? You have to slow down. You have to slow down a little bit. 7,500. I ain't getting 7,500. You out of your mind. That was maybe a little too much. I suck at drifting. Boo! Get this bum off of here. Shut up, Sarah. Nobody likes you. Leave me alone. All right. We're gonna have to dedicate one night to just learning how to drift. We're just gonna have to. Tonight is not going to be that night though, so we're gonna have to come back to that one. Yeah, Laguna. I suck here. Did not turn enough. Woo. All right, a little bit closer. Tried to go on the outside to give myself a little bit more room. Gotta brake a little bit sooner there. All right, a little bit further back this time. We got to get around him a little bit cleaner on that first turn. That's costing us a lot of time. Oh, I barely tapped him. I mean, I did hit him, so. But it was barely. Try to squeeze in there. That first turn is very important. I gotta do better at this first turn. Yeah, at that time I just cut the corner too much. All right. That was better. That was better on those first couple. I just overdrove the third turn. Oh! That was close. Excuse me. Let me get a sip of water. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, chat. There's somebody driving there. Nice. All right, there we go. I'll take it. That was interesting. We'll save the endurance race for another time. Oof. I gotta pay attention to when I'm supposed to brake. I have no idea what my brake points are. Welcome in, Mr. Boston. Ah, I barely touched it. But I touched it, it counts. We can do better than that. Yeah, we're doing better. We can do better than that. All right, so 50. Nah, about 75. Stop that. So about 75, 200. Come out of the turns in first gear. Oh, he barely tapped me into the wall. All right, so I gotta go in. I gotta go inside there. Hey, guess what? There's not another gear. Nah, we're still over a minute. Dang it. I want to get down to like 58 seconds or so, maybe 57. Yeah, this is my first time trying this particular challenge, Boston. So a lot of times with these challenges, it's learning where the AI is going to go and learning how to time them right. And also learning the car, what you can and can't do with this car. I turned too much towards that guardrail. That was a horrible angle. I was so worried about hitting the car. That was just a horrible angle from beginning to end. Oh, why was I in second? Again, okay, so brake at that sign, give it up about another 50 meters and then turn. You don't want to brake at the sign and turn at the same time. It snapped out from underneath me because that little flutter right there to try to time the pass on the Jaguar. Oh, did not hold that brake long enough. Okay. I know I can do a sub 1 minute on this. I can feel it. Yeah, well, okay. Padrome's got a 59.3. So I might not have as much extra time in me as I thought, because Padrome's not bad. Neither is Cusm. So give it one more we'll give it a couple more shots just to see if we can't get underneath a minute. All right, we're down to a minute. See if we can shave off a little bit more time, because that was not a good start. Too much gas. Trying to platinum. I'm just trying to get as good a time as I can on this one. I've got some buddies who can get underneath a minute on it. There's only like 2 or 3 games I've actually platinumed and cared enough to platinum. And even though I play this game a ton, there's some stuff I'm not going to do, like buy the same car 10 times. You know, I just don't care that much to platinum it. All right, I can probably wait till about 100 meters there. I think the last game I platinumed was Final Fantasy 1 Remastered or Repixelated. Fallout 76, the first Wolfenstein, well, not the first, but you know what I mean. The first Wolfenstein for PlayStation. Yep, Logitech Pro. And you're on YouTube, so if you care, you can see all the settings I use in the description of the stream. That's a little bit better, but all right, we're done with this one for now. It's gonna take me a little bit more to try to catch Padrome and Cusm. What's the top? I'm gonna guess 55. Oh no. Okay. All right, so I'm chasing 2 top 10 times with Cusm and Padrome. Nice. Should try to check to see where my top 10 is now, if I'm still 7th or if I've fallen down. Oh. We're gonna skip drifting because I can't drift to save my life. We're gonna do a whole stream just on drifting. All right, let's see if I'm still in the top 10 globally on this one. Still 7th, okay. Now let's give it a couple shots, see if I can't get a... Try to break into the 21s. Nope, too much. Waited too late to break. 22.3? Yeah, 22.3. Still trying to get a below a 22 on this one. We're at a 22.002. .24, 22.2. I think with the way these AI are set up, I'm gonna have to use 4th on this straight. Nope. Yeah, 22.5, 22.3. Still, that's garbage. This is not my favorite setup of the AI. Usually I like it when this first car kind of shades in to the left just a little bit. Do one? Yeah. .215, yeah. Let me exit out. Let me see if I can get a different. See if I can get him to go a different way. Yeah, I may have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to exit out and come back in completely. If I can get that first car to shade left just a little bit, it kind of opens up that front straight for me. Like that. That's all I need is just a little bit of shade towards the left. But I do not ever remember second car being that far out or that far in ever. Okay. Yeah, it's not a good turn. .23, 22. I gotta figure out that second car. I don't ever recall that second car being that far inside. All right. I overshot the braking marker, but that's what I need to do. Okay. Actually, you know what? I might be able to just set up right to his right. Yeah, I don't like the angle he's at. That kind of throws my angle off here. 22.2. 22. 22.2. You didn't see nothing, chat. You didn't see any of that. Nothing. We'll just pretend that never happened. There's a marker I can tell if I'm at like 20.2 seconds, I have a shot. But yeah, I'm usually hitting it at about 20.4. What in the world was that? .21, but it's not. That second car, that's an odd placement. I've not seen it like that far inside before. Oh! That was close. I could feel it when I hit that 100 meter board. I think 100 meter board on the exit of the turn at like 20.2 seconds. I knew we were close. Nope, 22.2. I definitely want the shift to fourth. So right here, this 100 meter board, if I can cross it at 20.2-ish, 20.1, which I'm close to right here, then I have a shot at hitting below 22 seconds. .22061. So that's how I'm getting, knowing roughly what my time is. Nope. Too much gas too soon. I was still turning too much. Gonna go too wide. 22-2. 22-1. Oh. All right. Chat, we are going to call it a night. On YouTube, we will not be rating out to anybody. On Twitch, we're going to find somewhere to rate out to. And just because I want to show it off, I really am glad. I'm really happy with how that thumbnail turned out tonight. All right, let's see. All right, I know where we're going. We're gonna go say hi to Outlaw Quadrant, who's also doing some Gran Turismo. Who took that awesome picture? I think you might have taken that picture, Deuce Doll. All right, chat. We are gonna go see Outlaw Quadrant over on the Twitch machine, and on YouTube, we're just gonna wrap up stream. Is that gonna work? Yes, it is. All right, chat. Until next time, I want you all to take care of yourselves and each other, and have yourselves a great rest of your night. And I'll see you all very soon. Good night, guys. I love your body, Larry. Good night, guys.